when we know that it is a dark and vengeful one, we need to think about the kind of technologies that we are putting in place that rule us, but we do not effectively control.
Well, I think there has to be repercussions. When you're talking about that, where all
in
but
this case,
7 of them...
The court said, oh, yes, the FBI broke the rules routinely. They did it all the time. So we're going to go ahead and reauthorize this for next year. Here's your rubber stamp. Come back in, 12 months.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is I think we as a society need to demand repercussions for these overreaches, because it is a violation of law. And if it's a violation of law with no consequences, then it's not. Then we're not talking about law anymore. We're talking about nonsense. We're talking about things you could just get away with. It really is. It's a king class. It's someone who could just get away with things.
Yeah, what's a law
it doesn't
that's
make
not
any
enforced?
sense.
Or a law that's only enforced against the powerless, but not against the powerful.
Right, particularly if you or me or Jamie had done the same thing, we would for sure be in jail for a violation of privacy, for invading someone's privacy. For doing something that is against the law. If we were tried, we would be convicted, we would wind up doing time or pay some extraordinary fine. We would be in real trouble, is my point. But they're not in any trouble at all. That you cannot have that. We can't have that in a society, because if you have that ability to completely bypass any liability and any responsibility for a violation of law, then we've created two classes of human beings. We've created human beings that are the governed, and then we've created human beings that are the governors, and the governors are exempt. And that's not government anymore. Now you're into monarchy. You're in some craziness.
Yeah.
You're rulers and the ruled, and you can't have that. We can't have that because of what you said earlier. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. That is absolute power. If there's no repercussions whatsoever for violating laws that can greatly impact people's lives in a negative way, that's crazy. You can't have that. We can't have that, and we need to agree as human beings, particularly now because of the age that we live in and the access to information that we enjoy. We're aware of this acutely. It's obvious. It's right in front of our faces. And it's one of the many reasons why I think you should be exonerated, why I think you should be pardoned. I mean, you've exposed this and you've opened people's eyes to this. The exponential increase in people's understanding and appreciation for that, based on your work and what The Guardian put out and how you exposed all that, it's changed the conversation. It's and it needs to be changed, and the repercussions needs to be changed as well.
Well, thank you. I guess there's not much more to say than that, but I hope one day I will be able to come back.
If I want to see you in real life, man, I want to give you a hug.
I'll come on the show and be in the same room for once.
Yeah, well, hopefully COVID will be gone then. Well, I'll test you first. We'll test each other first.
Yeah.
But listen, I said it before. I really do believe this. I think you're a hero, and I think that what you've done, history will be kind to you. You know, they will look back on what has been done to you, and I think our government is on the wrong side of history. I really do believe that, and I think if people really did know the facts, particularly the way you explained it earlier about how the information was distributed and the way it was handled ethically and morally, you did the best you possibly could have done with that situation, and I think it's an incredibly bold move that you've done, and I feel like the time has come. I really do, and I hope Trump listens to this. I really do. I hope he listens to this, and I hope he understands also what a political piece it would be. I mean, this is a massive. If he pardoned you, I think it would be a massively positive move for the way the United States citizens view him.
Well, I hope what we see under this administration or any other, but certainly we don't have to wait much longer for, is ending the war on whistleblowers. Because as much as I would like to come home, and as much as I would like to see recognition from the system, that there are times when the only thing you can do is tell the truth, and that should not be a crime. It's not about me. It's about what happens to all of us. It's what happens to the system, and it's how we restore, or rather realize, the ideal of a country that we were always told we had. But in reality, we have never been as good as what we dreamed. But we're getting closer. And the way we do that is by admitting where we were wrong and doing better. Thanks so much for having me on again. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for being on, man. Those words and that mentality are what make you a hero, and your actions. So I appreciate you very much, man.
Thanks so much. Stay free, brother.
You too, my friend. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you, friends, for tuning into the show, and thank you to CBDMD and their superior CBD oil products. I love their shit. I use it all the time. I can't say enough good things about CBDMD and their awesome products. And to make it even easier for you to try them, they're going to hook JRE listeners up with 25% off your next order when you use the promo code Rogan at checkout. So that's CBDMD.com. Use the promo code Rogan at checkout for 25% off your next purchase of their superior CBD oil products at CBDMD.com. We're also brought to you by Squarespace, the host of JoeRogan.com and the place where you are going to go to build your beautiful website. You can do it all by yourself. You don't need any help, and they're so confident of that, they'll let you try it for free. If you go to squarespace.com/Joe, you get a free trial. And when you're ready to launch your amazing new website, use the offer code JOE to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you also to the motherfucking Cash App. The Cash App, the #1 app in finance in all of the land. When you download the Cash App from the App Store or the Google Play Store, make sure you use the promo code Joe Rogan. All one word. You will receive $10, and the Cash App will also send $10 to our good friend Justin Wren's Fight for the Forgotten charity, building wells for the pygmies in the Congo. It's a win-win. Download the Cash App today. And we're also brought to you by Whoop, my #1 all-time favorite fitness tracker. I wear it every single day. It's fucking awesome. It gives you all sorts of great information that you can use to make healthier choices. And for listeners, this podcast, Whoop, is going to hook you up with 15% off with the code Rogan at checkout. Go to Whoop, that's WHOOP.com, enter Rogan at checkout to save 15%. Get to know yourself on a deeper level. Unlock yourself with Whoop. My friends, thank you for tuning in to the podcast. Much love to you all. Bye-bye.